loves his master. He wants to live near him. He'll pay 3 times as much as the house is worth just to live near his master. And then brag about, I'm the only Negro out here. I'm the only one on my job. I'm the only one in this school. You're nothing but a house Negro. And if someone come to you right now and say, let's separate, you say the same thing that the house Negro said on the plantation. What you mean separate? From America? This good white man? Where you gonna get a better job than you get here? I mean, this is what you say. I ain't left nothing in Africa. That's what you say. Why, you left your mind in Africa. On that same plantation, there was the field Negro. The field Negro, those were the masses. There was always more Negroes in the field than there was Negroes in the house. The Negro in the field caught hell. He ate leftovers. In the house, they ate high up on the hull. The Negro in the field didn't get nothing but what was left of the insides of the hull. They call them chitlins nowadays. In those days, they call them what they were, guts. That's what you were, a gut eater. And some of you all still gut eaters. The field Negro was beaten from morning till night. He lived in a shack, in a hut. He wore cast-off clothes. And he hated his master. I say he hated his master. He was intelligent. That house Negro loved his master. But that field Negro, remember, they were in the majority. And they hated the master. When the house caught on fire, he didn't try and put it out. That field Negro prayed for a wind, for a breeze. When the master got sick, the field Negro prayed that he died. If someone come to the field Negro and said, let's separate, let's run, he didn't say, where are we going? He said, any place is better than here. You got field Negroes in America today. I'm a field Negro. The masses are the field Negroes. When they see this man's house on fire, you don't hear these little Negroes talking about our government is in trouble. They say the government is in trouble. Imagine a Negro, our government. I even heard one say, our astronauts. They won't even let him near the plant. And our astronauts, our Navy, that's a Negro that's out of his mind. That's a Negro that's out of his mind.
Good evening, all my South Orange Maplewood listeners, and all those other listeners in the towns of Melbourne, Livingston, Irvington, West Orange, East Orange, Orange, and Newark. Welcome to In the Village with Ann Solomon Marjorie on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience, and live on the World Wide Web at somo.org, and the only radio show covering all your news, opinions, politics, talk, and sports happening in the South Orange, Maplewood, and surrounding communities. You can listen to us every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. and reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626 to participate in the discussion. As usual, we have an interesting program lined up for you this evening, and we look forward to your participation in the discussion. Marjorie Lloyd, welcome.
Hi, Anselm. Hello.
Marjorie, I'm not going to mix matters tonight.
What's that mean?
You don't know what happened last night.
What do you mean? What
You
happened?
you
I evacuated the space.
you
too
absconded.
Now that's stealing something. I didn't steal.
No, absconded from the place.
I ran out of there.
Yeah, and very quickly.
No, I had something to do.
And you absolutely missed. You did not even know what happened.
Last
Seriously.
night after you left.
No,
Before after I left.
No, during the whole discussion last night. You were
well-
absolutely not aware. Totally not aware.
Okay, so now you're.
Did you look at the SOMO Facebook page today?
No, I haven't. I've had a crazy day on my own, so I haven't had a chance to look at that. Hi, anyway.
Well, you were mowing the lawn, though. You were just mowing the lawn.
No, the lawnmower wouldn't start, and this very amazing man did all these things to make it happen. I was very impressed by that.
And it started?
Well, it started, but it wouldn't start. And then my neighbor across the street, my son's best friend and my neighbors forever, came and cut my grass. And, I don't know. Just everything turned out just fine.
Everything turned out just fine?
Yeah, so I don't know about last night at all. I just don't know. I'm still like in a zone right now.
You're still in a zone. But.
When are you going to tell me? Well, can we?
Just a
are we
minute.
going to get at that, or is that the next segment?
No.
Or?
I'm leading off of that tonight.
Okay.
Because I'm very upset. But I just wanted you. I want to give you a snippet of something. All right.
I'm listening.
There was two kinds of slaves. There was the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with master. They dressed pretty good. They ate good because they ate his food, what he left. They lived in the attic or the basement, but still they lived near their master. And they loved their master more than the master loved himself. They would give their life to save their master's house quicker than the master would. The house Negro, if the master said, we got a good house here, the house Negro said, yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would fight harder to put the blaze out than the master would. If the master got sick, the house Negro would say, what's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick.
Let me tell you what happened last night. And it is absolutely sad, right? You know the Community Coalition Race wanted to kick me out of that room for me not to tape the program, right? Were you aware of that?
No, I wasn't aware of that at all.
Okay. In the middle of the program,
I saw when you got up.
yeah,
And
they came and they said, we don't want you recording the program, especially we don't want you recording anything that's said in the tables, because they felt that I have to get permission from them to record a public forum that's being held by the Community Coalition, who is financed by taxpayers' dollars from South Orange and Maplewood. And they're telling me that I have to get permission from them in order to record a private forum.
Are you saying it's a public forum?
I mean, public forum. My mistake. A public forum. And I got to be honest with you. And this is part of the problem that I have with the Community Coalition and Race. Really and truly. Plain talk, bad manners. Here we have a black-owned radio station in South Orange and Maplewood trying to cover an event by an organization that's calling themselves Community Coalition on Race, trying to prevent a black-owned radio station from broadcasting an event that's supposed to be on race. And you hear what Malcolm X just said? But I'm not going to call anybody those names. I'm not going to call them those names because I'm not.
So what? How did they justify? What did they say? I mean,
They said that I have to identify them ahead of time in order for me to come to broadcast a public event. Did I have to go and identify the thing that they have at
The Board of Education.
At the Board of Education.
Or Cornell West.
Or Cornell West. Or Ted Nugent. What makes the Community Coalition on Race now? This is the Community Coalition on Race. Really. I mean, I got to tell you the truth.
Well, did they stop you at the end?
They tried to stop me.
But did they stop you?
They couldn't. Because I told them, go get the police and take me out. Let the police take me out of the room. The Community Coalition on Race now, this is an organization in South Orange and Maplewood that's calling themselves the Community Coalition on Race. I just wondered if it was someone different, if they would have done the same thing. You have to ask these questions. Now, they're talking about microaggressions last night, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Well, that was a macro aggression.
Well, macro or micro.
No, micro is small. That must have been a big aggression.
Oh, no, that was a macro aggression. That was a macro aggression. And, you know, this is the thing that appalls me. That an organization is supposed to be doing things to make things better for the community and races, right? I mean, I could be kind of off base here, but it baffled me. Fred Profeta, Nancy Gagnier, the new chairman, come to me and tell me, well, you're not supposed to be in here, right? Condescending and talking to me like if I'm some little boy from on the streets. I'm telling you, man. Listen, they better. And then, you know what? So they call one of my friends now. And he calls me to scold me. And I tell him, I say, listen, man, I don't want to listen to you. I really don't want to listen to you. I don't. To scold me because they call him to tell him talk to Anselm. Go talk to Anselm about what happened last night. Right? They put up another black guy to call this black guy to tell this black guy, behave yourself. You go sit in the naughty corner and behave yourself. Right? Go sit in the corner and behave yourself. I told him, I said, man, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. This is so sad. So sad. That's why we got problems in this community. Right? And I tell you, I'm going to come off my bandwagon just now. The schools committee under Community Coalition on Race is putting on a program about microaggressions, right?
The one they're talking about at...
The one last night.
Oh, okay.
How come they have never put on a program that I know of with respect to tracking, with respect to AP classes, with respect to the gifted and talented? How come they never put on a program to talk about all the things that the disadvantaged black kids are getting in this community? How come? Why is that?
Well, you had the microphone up. They didn't care about the recording of the speaker, their guest speaker. They didn't care about that.
No, that was okay. They want me to come record a program. But it's like you go to it's like you go to a forum, right? Or you go to the Board of Education forum and they tell you, you know what? You can record when the Board of Education speak, but when the public speaks, you can't record because the people don't want their conversation recorded.
So then they called your friend to tell him to tell you what?
Yeah.
What was he supposed to say to you?
He was supposed to, and this is what I told him. He was supposed to scold me. And they called him. He said 5 people called him and told him about what Anselm did last night. And he's supposed to call me and scold me and put me in the naughty corner and say, you know, Anselm, the Community Coalition on Race is upset with you as a black man. I'm talking it plain. As a black man with a black-owned radio station in South Orange and Maplewood. And I tell you, they better don't get on my wrong side, because when the FM station goes public, it's going to be worse. This is on the internet.